Well, the Seattle Seahawks dropped to 5-2 on the season here on a rainy day at CenturyLink Field following a 30-16 loss to the Baltimore Ravens.
This is an amazing football game from my perspective, to watch us battle these guys and go just toe-to-toe in their style, in our style, and halftime's tied, and it was a game that had a chance to go right down to the nub, but it didn't, because we gave them two big scores. And whenever you lose the turnover ratio, you're in trouble. If you lose the turnover ratio and they score with them, then it's almost impossible. And we were trying to bring back a possible impossible comeback.
One of the biggest takeaways from the game was, well, the takeaways made by the Baltimore defense. Marcus Peters, in his first game for the Ravens, had a pick six in the second quarter.
Just made a bad play. They obviously made the play and took it back to the house. But we weren't out of the game at that point. We stayed encouraged. We were able to move the ball down the field the next drive. I think we scored or kicked a field goal or something like that, and the game was 13-13 for a while. But just disappointed. Good player over there, and he made a good play.
There was a lot of attention on Lamar Jackson coming into the game, and he showed us why. He rushed for 116 yards and a touchdown. Throwing the ball, he was 9 for 20 and 143 yards.
It's very hard. You have to stay sound. You have to stay disciplined. You have to stay in your gaps. You have to execute very well each play, each down, and throughout the whole game. Because the one time you don't, he's going to split it wide open. And that happened a couple of times tonight.
He looked fast on film. He looked fast in person. He's the same. I already said we got to contain this guy the whole game. We went into the game plan, containing him. We pressed the pocket. He still got out of there some type of way. He's just a great player. That's just separating your game from other players when you're doing things like that. We game planning for him.
That all being said, Pete Carroll was happy with how the defense played overall, with the team only giving up one touchdown run and a few field goals.
I thought we played really well on defense, and I thought Lamar Jackson was phenomenal. I thought he was. It wasn't on their designed runs, it was on the scramble runs that he was so explosive. And he's faster than he looked, when you saw him in person. He's faster than we saw him on the film. He was able to just find the space and get out. They wouldn't really miss tackles. He just ran around people and found a way.
We felt like we had a really good game plan. They had all type of runs. They had, two pullers. They had quarterback. They had running back. And we felt like we did a good job on the running back runs that they had, but then got him in third down and he scrambles, and we got to do a better job chasing him.
Russell Wilson didn't have the performance we're used to seeing this season, completing just 21 of his 40 attempts for 241 yards, one touchdown, and one interception.
And I think we had some big opportunities down the field that we hit. And there was a couple that we could have had, potentially two down the field, just because they were bringing pressure. We normally really like the pressure and stuff like that, and we made some really good plays, and then they made some too. So it was just one of those games. It was really kind of down to the wire, the fourth quarter. I mean, it was a tight game between two really good teams.
We weren't able to connect, as much as completion percentage was different than we've been. I thought our pass protection, and particularly when you looked at it going down the field in the end of the second quarter in the 2-minute drive, our guys did a great job. So I think Russ was able to maneuver within the pass rush that was happening today. I don't know how many times we went down. Russ is getting banged. He's going to hang in there till the last second. He's a stud about that. But I thought pass protection was pretty good.
The one touchdown pass was an 8-yard grab by a diving Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown of the year.
I ran my route and kind of saw that Russell was kind of scrambling, and I just go back into scrambling drills, like what do I need to do to get open? Kind of like I said, it's backyard football at the end of the day. And so for me, I was kind of trying to position myself in a way to get open, and right before I was about to make a move, I saw that Russ threw the ball, and so I kind of turned my head around as fast as I could, and I kind of saw the ball carrying a little bit towards me, so I knew that I could try to make a play on it, and I made a play on it, and the DB didn't think that I was going to be able to get to the ball. Was able to secure the catch, get the ball under the hands to where it didn't hit the ground, and we got a touchdown.
Late in the game, the Seahawks trying to make a comeback. Russell Wilson connects with DK Metcalf, who fumbles the ball. Marlon Humphreys recovers it and runs it in for the score.
I'm not going to blame it on the weather. We practice
with the wet ball all the time, so I'm not blaming it on the weather. It was my fault 100%.
DK, he's had a really good season so far. He's battled. Plays happen. Like I said to Chris Carson, like I'll say to myself, I'm a great players. You're gonna make some mistakes every once in a while, but we're looking forward to the next great play. And so, I think for a guy like DK, just let's move on to the next play. We still got to try to find a way to win. Just unfortunate play, a little sloppy out there, just in general. So we'll be all right. And he's been great all year. So no need to change.
Next up, the Seahawks head back out on the road for Week 8 as they take on the Atlanta Falcons, who sit 1-6 on the season.